Good morning, everyone. It is Jessica. I am here at the Barney Homestead, and I'm super excited for today. I actually just got back from a four-day work trip. So this is the first time I've seen the garden in quite a while, and I'm really excited to share with you what is going on. I'm going to be ripping a lot of stuff out because I am getting ready for fall, and I should say continuing to plant some of my fall things. So, oh wow, guys, I have to show you this. Oh my gosh, hold on one second. Wow, I have to show you this sunflower. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Guys, this is one plant. Look at how many sunflower heads are on this. Wow. There were like 5 when I left the other day. Holy cow. And look at, there's still more. Like, they're all over the place. Wow. Just beautiful. Okay, so on my agenda today is to, sorry, it's really bright out, is to take out the rest of my, take out all of my peppers. So all of my peppers are going to be coming out, all of my eggplants are going to be coming out, and I have to harvest some pumpkin, butternut squash, and I'm going to take out the majority, I think, of my tomatoes and corn too. So it's just going to be a big cleanup day in the garden, and then I'm going to continue to plant some more fall seeds, particularly my lettuce, and I have a bunch of stuff inside that will be ready to go out in about a week or so. So that is the plan for today. Over here on this end of the garden, so here is, you can see that sunflower down there. Over here on this end, I stuck another one in, and wow. That's insane. It's open at the top, and same thing as the other one. This one is going to have a ton of lateral branches with sunflower heads on it. It's all over. Every single one of these side shoots has a sunflower head coming out of it. So this is going to continue to be really pretty as we move into September. I'm excited for that. Okay. Wait, I literally almost walked into this. This is the scariest thing. I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to see. There is a giant spider web between this cattle panel, and it has a poor little bee in it. I wish it would focus, but it's not going to. Okay, you can definitely see it better from this side. Check out that web. Someone was working for a long time. Poor little bee's gonna be lunch or dinner for someone. They definitely creep me out, but something about them's really cool. We're gonna just let him be. Well, that could have been bad to walk into. So I'm gonna work around that because I don't want to disturb the spider. He deserves to live his best life too, and so we're gonna let him be. But that is the game plan for today, and I will show you what I get along the way. I came out a little bit later this morning because we had so much fog, so I'm having trouble finding some good light. But guys, I'm living for this sunflower plant. It's just amazing. Look, here's another one that's gonna open. Oh my gosh, I love sunflowers. They're my favorite thing that I added to the garden. All right, we're gonna start over here. I have got 2 jalapeno plants and a 3 bell pepper plants. One actually doesn't have anything growing on it right now. So I'm going to harvest all of this and then start to take the actual plant out after I harvest so that I can start to use all the space for fall planting. Some of my peppers are turning red, so that's fun. Normally I don't have a long enough growing season for that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna work on next. here's off of one plant. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, little tiny one, 8. Not bad. This is the second time I've harvested. My jalapenos definitely have not done as good this year as they have in the past. I still have some new, oh, can I get it in there? Some new blooms starting to form on this. You know, the plant's definitely not sick or dying or done, but I gotta make decisions, and my decision is I gotta take out all this summer stuff so that I can get ready for fall. So I'm gonna take what I can get. I still have a bunch on there, and we'll go from there. All right, so another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jalapenos from the other plant, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pretty good size bell peppers. So what I will most likely do with these to preserve is slice up into strips and then freeze so that we can use them throughout the winter for things like fajitas or soups, anything that I would need peppers for. So that's what I'll do to preserve these. All right, so that is the first bed cleaned up. I already have beets and radish over here, and I have this tall sunflower that's still going, so I'm gonna leave him in. And because this area is kind of shaded, I will plant some more radish over here where all the peppers were, so that they don't turn out too spicy. They'll get a little bit of shade, but still get enough light to create a nice bulb. And here's what I've got so far in terms of my peppers and jalapenos. Next, I'm going to turn my attention to this area. I've got another jalapeno plant and then 2 shishito pepper plants. So those are going to be the next thing that comes out. All right, not bad. This one had 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 jalapenos on it. So that is a great start. Now, these shishito plants this year were the star of the pepper plants. When they get red like this, not super great. They don't have a lot of flavor left, so probably won't use a ton of those. I'll use them, but they'll probably go into things that, you know, I'm not looking for a super peppery flavor, just to add some more veg to it. But shishito, so how have I been eating them? Mostly just blistering in a cast iron in a spicy aioli dip. But I've been looking for some ways to preserve them, and what I've been reading is that they're great to just slice up or dice up and stick in the freezer and add them to soups, things like that. So there is a chicken tortilla soup that I make quite a bit in the winter months, and so I think that's what the majority of these are going to be used for. Got some pretty nice size ones too, but I definitely can't eat all these by the time I would need to, so many of them will also be going into the freezer for winter, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to getting my freezer full again. Honestly, the amount of peppers on these plants is absolutely insane. I think I planted 3 total this year. 1 would definitely be enough. It's just my husband and I, so note to self for next year, probably grow because they are super prolific, but definitely don't need 3 of them. Could definitely use the space for other things. All right, so those are cleared off, and I mean, like just handfuls, gobs coming off of these plants. Oop, lost one. One more. All right, so next I will just remove these plants and we'll be on to the next area. Making good progress today. This is exciting. All right, so this is the next section I'm going to tackle. Everything except the trellis, and there is a parsley plant on the corner on the front side will stay in. But I have got another shishito here, which, guys, I just, the amount of peppers on this is insane. I'm gonna be taking all those off, and then I have 2 bell pepper plants here with quite a few peppers on them. I desperately need to prune and clean up the sage that's in here. Oh, there's one down there that's rotted. I'm gonna have to take that out. And then this is 6 eggplant plants, which are gonna come out too. Also, like, still loaded in fruit, but I've had my fill of eggplant and I really need this space for fall crops. So gonna harvest what I can and go from there. Okay, shishito pepper plant done. Guys, this is from 1 plant. This is insane. I think this will last us pretty much all winter for what I want to use them for. That's really exciting. Side note, do you see the size of this bumblebee? This is not a normal bee. It's massive. Okay, well, the basket is officially full. Got that space cleared out and that space over there. So on to the sage and the eggplant. And clearly, I need to get a new basket. As I start to tackle this, I find what might be the world's largest eggplant. Wow. Probably a little past its prime. That's impressive. Pretty big. This is the Rosita variety of eggplant. Really yummy. Made some eggplant parm with it. Very happy. Would highly recommend. I have a visitor in the garden. My sister's in town for a few weeks. Say hi.
Hi.
Do you think we look alike? Comment down below. I'm going to interview you. What do you think of the garden?
It's great. Sunflowers are the best part.
The sunflowers are pretty awesome. You saw it in June was the last time you saw it, right?
Yeah, so there were no leaves on the trellis. The corn was about half the size. No tomatoes yet.
And have you been eating from it every day since you've been here?
Yeah, tomatoes. The yellow ones.
The yellow ones. The yellow ones are where it's at. Those are the yellow pear tomatoes, which I may leave those in, but the other ones are pretty spent. So I know you just worked out. You're not going to help me, are you?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Oh,
The onions were good. I think I had an onion last time I was here.
The onions did turn out good. Those won't be in this video, but I think I got about 12 this year, so I'm pretty impressed with that.
I guess cucumbers that are pickles.
Oh, yeah. Guys, she has eaten a half gallon of pickles in
like a week.
4 days.
Not even.
Since I left on Monday. Yeah, pickle fiend here. But hey, I'll take it. That's what it's for, right? You don't grow it to just sit there. You grow it to be eaten.
And honestly, I think it tastes better than store-bought pickles, so it's worth it if you can grow them.
Homegrown, fresh produce and fresh made stuff, 10 times better without all the preservatives. And yeah, would 100% agree. So, all right, well, if you're gonna help me, we're gonna continue to get to work because I got a lot that I still have to clean up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, here is the eggplant haul. Another cantaloupe, couple corn, all the parsley, which I'm going to attempt to dry without a dehydrator. We'll see how it goes. And we're all clean. Very exciting. On to the corn, melons, and tomatoes, which are over here. Okay, update. Corn, took out 3 of the 4 tomatoes, left this one, and pulled some zinnia and cosmo that were in there, and also got rid of just a basil plant that was really sick. So I've got that whole bed basically open, this bed open, and my square ones pretty well set. Next up, harvesting the pumpkins that are ready and my 1 butternut squash. So that is what we're gonna do next. We're gonna need a chair for that. Solid. The good news is it seems to be a very healthy pumpkin. And it is making it challenging for me to get off. There we go. Well, that's a beaut. My very first pumpkin.
I'll take them off. I think.
Yeah, you can take the net out. Don't hold it by the stem because it's fragile. Wow. Show the camera. Exactly. Okay, on to number 2. Almost, there we go. Number 2. So, pumpkins are ready to harvest when they are uniformly orange, which these 3 are. They have been uniformly orange for about 2 weeks, I'd say. Also, if you try to pierce the skin with your nail, it should be hard. If you can easily pierce it, it's not hard enough yet. You want the rind to be hard. And when you kind of flick it, tap it, it should sound hollow. When you harvest, you want to leave about 2 to 3 inches on the stem. Never hold it by the stem, it's still very fragile. And I am going to cure these for 5 to 10 days in the sun. And that will just help preserve them a little bit longer. I'm going to turn all of these into pumpkin puree and freeze it. But in order to give me some time to process, I'm going to let them cure so that they can last a little bit longer until I have the time to do that. So that is how you know when a pumpkin is ready to harvest. All right, so successfully got the 3 pumpkins off. They are right there. Here's the reality, guys. These plants are very, very sick. Like this stem is white. It is completely covered in powdery mildew. I have 5 pumpkins remaining, 4 over here and 1 up here. I don't know that they are going to completely turn orange and ripen. They are starting to. This plant looks really bad, but I'm just gonna keep it. I'm actually not gonna continue to trim off the powdery mildew. I'm just gonna ride it out and see what ends up happening. The butternut squash vines look okay, so I think those will continue to ripen, but this guy I'm going to take off next. Butternut squash, same thing. When it is uniform in that tan color and you can't easily pierce the skin with your fingernail, that's when you know it is ready to harvest. And you also can cure those just like pumpkins in the sun for a few days to get it to last a little longer. However, I think I'm going to be making that next week, so I don't need to, I'm not going to be storing it for very long. Okay, we are officially done harvesting all of summer, minus the 1 tomato plant I left in and the remaining butternut squash and pumpkin. I've got the haul on the other side of the camera that I'll show you in a second, but what do you think?
It's empty.
It's empty, but what do you think of the haul? How much?
Oh, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
More than I think we thought.
Definitely more than I think we thought. Again, I have about 290 square feet of growing space. You can grow a lot of food in that amount of space and smaller. And remember, I don't just grow veg, I have tons of flowers too. So if you don't grow your own food, I hope this will encourage you to when you see what we pull out of the garden, because this will be enough food for my husband and I to not have to buy these things for probably the next 3 to 4 months for some of them, 6 months for others, which is really exciting. And again, I know exactly where it came from. I know what I used to grow it, and it is 100% organic, homegrown, and it's pretty amazing. So we're gonna show you what we got. Look at all of this. Guys, come on now. Parsley, pumpkins, corn, butternut squash, cherry tomatoes, bell peppers, cantaloupe, cherry tomatoes, shishito peppers, jalapenos, 3 different types of eggplant, basil. So much food. I'm really excited. I'm going to have a very busy weekend processing all of this. But that's what it's all about. It's about growing your own, knowing where it came from, and enjoying the harvest and also the fruits of your labor. Well, that's it for me today, guys. I have harvested the summer garden, cleaned it all out. I'm going to continue planting fall crops. And thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Would love for you to continue to hang out with me as I continue to grow into the fall season. And I hope that you enjoyed my harvest, but also learned some things along the way. So take care, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Give it a thumbs up.
Yes, thumbs up if you liked it. Take care, guys. Bye.